Welcome back to TIMBERBORN and our update 7 Let's Play. And got a few things I want to try and achieve today, and I don't actually think we have any significant building going on, so we will actually pause the game so we can set some things up and then we will make some progress. These guys, we don't have simple triggers anymore, do we? Because it's currently broken. I am going to pause. Actually, what I want to do is probably get rid of these so that this stays hydrated. This was a suggestion by a few of you to make use of the fact that this can pump 4 deep rather than 2 deep, and so that we can use these all of the time. And what we're going to do is make use of the fact that we have zip lines and build a water pumping station out here. And actually what we should probably do is maybe just, I was going to put, we've got a spare connection here, but what we could do actually is just break this and put it on this line on its way out here. I don't think we have any spare connections in here, but we don't really need this one along here, so we could free up a connection here. Yeah, so that we could then branch it out that way as well. So what we're going to do, enough rambling, is this needs to be, what's the current depth of this? If I make that a double, we actually want to be on triple so that we're the same height as that. Yeah, right. So what we're going to do is we need it to be 4 across for the water pump. So let's think first about the connection for there. Which is full of beavers, which is really annoying, because I think these are kind of maxed out. So what we're going to need to do is put this guy kind of about here. We can always kind of adjust it with an extra one of these. Really not, is it? No. Doesn't matter if we have to put an extra zipline pylon in. It's not a significant problem. I think if we build that first, we can then use it to build all of the water pumps, but we do need to be able to get to it to build it. So now let's get the game going. Get some passage going. Might as well just go straight under there, and then we need, well, we haven't, I have the ladders mod installed, but I'm not using it. I wasn't using it on here. I have it installed because I've been using it on my off-camera gameplay, so we are not going to use it on here. Actually, that will be enough to let us get that built. So let's do some prioritization. Why am I not using the ladders mod? Because if the game gets an update and the ladders mod breaks, I then have to wait for it to be updated to be able to play. And now the Tobart that makes the ladders mod, he's pretty good at updating it, but yeah, I've been caught out too many times, so we are not going to do that. We have our spatter dock, which is a way off yet, but we do need to think about that. Do we want to go all in and go cattails as well? Why not? Why not? We actually have some spare beaver at the moment as well, which is kind of cool. Okay, we can plant all the way out to there. Yeah, that's most of it. So we will need to put in a mill for that. I know some of you want me to even more optimize the pathing to here, but I don't care. It doesn't matter. It'll be fine. So we're going to get this going. We're going to go up to triple speed and get that done. We've got some injured beavers. How many medical beds do we have? We have 3 medical beds and 4 injured beavers. So maybe some more medical beds would be a good idea. I'm trying to get better at using the menus because I've been really bad at it in the past. Not the menu, these kind of putty option things. To see that kind of thing, because I've been really bad at it in the past. Do we want to... Planks are good. Gears are good. Could be better. Scrap metal could be better. Where are we getting our scrap metal from? From there, currently. Do we want to put in... We've got 3. Probably okay. It's probably okay. So I did ask last time about how we should do chestnuts as well, and I did have the suggestion that we go JC style and basically have a zipline tower above this to bring the beavers in. Honestly, I think if I need to check the water level, guessing if we kept more water in here, we could probably just make use of that forester. And with some more staircases. I did like the suggestion of using the of reclaiming some of this lowland and using essentially dikes. So I'm going to get terraforming going soon, but I want to get this water pumping site up first. So, which we are getting close on. We are getting close on. Did I not? I did prioritize that, yeah. Interesting that they built this before they finished building this. There we go. It's all right. Let's pause for a second because we are going to undo both of those, and we're going to see if it's 1 meter too far. Okay, so what we can probably do, that's too steep. Okay, what about this one? That's okay. So we just need to path come in here, just throw that there. That's going to be a high priority build. We can just do add connection and finish there and then to there, and that genuinely makes no difference. And then we want to just come in here. That's no, we don't really want them doing that. You can go, you can go, you can go, because probably what we want to do is come here now and do that. And path out of here. Yep, that path can go now. Like that. And like, let's let them get those. And water, a large water pump. How many large water pumps have we got in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 small ones. So if we did 6, that would completely replace our capacity. That's going to be a problem. So let's deal with that problem by doing that. Gonna work? I'm not sure. Let's pause for a moment. Let's build the water pumping station. And it might have been better if I built it differently, but you know, we're committed now. So water, large water pump, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. And I know it would be better if this was in the middle of them, but it doesn't matter. It's fine, folks. It's absolutely fine. Large water pump. There we go. So then we need to probably just we do it that way. But yeah. Just to get around the back of that. No, because that's going to annoy people. Let's at least make it square, shall we? See that? But that's not going square, which is kind of annoying. But anyway, right, priority, high priority, except I've just removed their ability to get to that, except they can get to it from there. So there we go. That will solve that problem. Is kind of square. So, and then what we're going to do is we're going to have here if it'll fit. Hopefully it will. Storage, large water tank. Yep. Water supply. There we go. But that's prioritized because that will re-establish the connection. Awesome. And assuming that's going to get built in 5 days largely, I'm going to delete those and that. And then we will eventually delete all of those because these will be able to run continuously except when there's a bad time. That's going to be my next project. And what we are going to do, what I would like to do is scale up dynamite production. And my thought actually is I don't want to start too many building projects. I actually want to finish this one before we do the next one. So what I might do is okay for just a quick look at and wondering how close are we to, we're way off yet. What I'm going to do to ensure that that's connected now, and they're building that from that way. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe we let them. So I guess they can build from multiple points rather than just from there. But what I'm going to do, I'm stealing an idea from JC. In terms of the way he's been making his videos lately, I'm going to prioritize all of that. And we're going to jump into a little time lapse just to get this done. So I will be back in a moment.
You will never understand it 'cause it happens too fast and it feels so good.
Well, that's ironic, isn't it? Or to be expected, I guess, as we build something that gives us a good supply or ability to pump water during droughts, we get a bad tide alert, which we are not really prepared for. We also had some problems whilst I was focusing on that. In that, our aquatic farm dried out, and also our one of our farms dried out as well. So no real harm done. Our food supply is okay. We just don't get our new food sooner. I just want to check these will all open up. We are probably going to have contamination issues. We are likely that we will lose currently our cattails, but the spadadoc should be okay. We will need to close these floodgates. We will need to remember to do that. That's okay. Yeah. So otherwise, everything else is okay. Our food supply didn't exactly tank. We've got a decent amount of water stored anyway. This will be full, so we can pump from it if we need to. This is available, and we can look at one of my thoughts for maintaining a water supply during a bad tide, which is to, in fact, put a large water pump right here. Because that will allow us to make use of the fact that we have, I scroll all the way down here, we have some sluice gates down here, and what we can do is set those to close above a depth and just feed water from the reservoir here to the large pump here. So that'll be okay. What we need to do is, just going to automate that one as well, is make sure that these beavers cannot get down into here now. So going to delete this. We're going to delete this. We're going to delete that. I know I wasn't deleting it before, but I've just done it because I was impatient. We are going to, was that their only access down there? I believe it was. Yeah, so I think we are okay now. I don't think, no, they can't get down there, which is great. Once we are done, we can recover these. We do need to look at expanding the housing again. And what I want to do is start to open up this. We're not going to have it as just a row of housey things. I know. It's a very good technical description, but we might have to wait for the bad tide to go away to do that, so we can get down here and remove some of this stuff. Pause you. Why have you only got 2 in? Is that a... Yeah, some of you have only got 2. Pause. We need to... That's weird. We want you to be fully staffed, at least. Right. Let's go round. That's okay. It's been so long, I need to remind myself what we need to do. That can stay there. That's okay. I left that one on. That's okay. That's on. So we need to close you. That water dump is not yet built. Probably because of that. So let's make that priority. That's automated, so that should be okay. So yeah, we should be okay now, I believe. So these should open. That one's opened. Yep. The rest of these should open in time. And should open. Should open as contamination comes to them. And my thought for dealing with a bad tide is essentially, so this one's opened now, yep. There's two approaches we could take, but I don't want to remove all of this because I think this looks kind of cool. And it was something that someone else has done, I believe, is to basically cut a channel which runs around the side of the bay and then come out here. Because you see we've got so many little bad water sources anyway that we need to deal with, or little water sources. But yeah, I think that's my intent. It doesn't look like we've got any beavers running around in the water because they're stupid and they do that kind of thing. This is getting built. We probably want to have a little water tank there as well. We'll get that done. Yeah, but that was my thought. And then we will change how all of this works. Just to... yeah, that's my thought. And so we'll just blast out around here because we've got a bit of capacity to do that. And then maybe come down this way. At least to protect the bay initially. In terms of reclaiming land, so we've got a water source just there, sneaky little one that we need to deal with, because I'm thinking of reclaiming some land down here. We've got this guy in here that we need to deal with, and we've got one over here, and we could... oh, why are you not working? Why has that stopped working? Well, you're going to be busy. And I guess we pause that. You're going to be very busy. We could do something like we've done here. Around this, particularly if we get rid of all of the blockages. Oh, we've cleared all of the scrap metal from there. Okay. That's a thing. That we need to deal with. So we have two options. We come over here. I think initially, actually, yeah, we do that. So that pile of scrap metal that we've used up so far is the stuff that I added to get us going with update 7. But we've got this we can make use of, so we will do that. I'm going to make one of those scrap metal set to supply. That will help with that. 12-day drought. Fine. Oh, and these guys are still pumping water, actually. I guess just because that's taking quite a while to actually pollute, we probably need to think about contamination barriers. Yeah. I know we're going to lose crop down here. Not a problem. I am expecting it. If this frustrates you, then you know what? Deal with it. No, you can't do everything at once. And we had other priorities. If we'd got a drought, we'd have got a crop off of this. We didn't. And actually, we can take advantage of this stuff dying off, eventually, by it allowing us to get a part in here. It's dying, it's not dead yet. Because the problem is that we can't pass over the barriers. You know, we have to build all of them. How far are they going to be able to go? So what we should do, maybe, actually, is... Let's pause those. Let's pause the game. Pause. The more sensible option is to delete a bunch of those. I know, let me thinking about being sensible. Nope. The more sensible option is to do this. Yes. That's the more sensible option. It's starting to hit our spattered off, which is a little bit annoying. I've still got a fair bit of growing to do. They're collecting scrap metal now. So the next thing that I want to work on is dirt excavation. It doesn't look like a dirt excavator, does it? No, it doesn't. The dirt excavators require power. And they require 200 HP. I have discovered that on average, wind generators generate half of their quoted power. So we need something that will generate at least 400 HP. But given that we also want to be able to, for gravity batteries, we'll probably want to be generating 800 HP. So I say we put in 3 large windmills. That should give us a good start. These gravity batteries are not going to hold a huge amount of power initially. Before you say it, I know one of you's typing. I remembered. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We will put them on platforms. And the last one, we in fact will put on an upward shaft, so that we can connect power to everything. And we should be able to build all of that at some point. But that'll give us some sort of power grid over here. Given where we are with our log supply, I'm going to put that in, and we might as well cut down the trees over here rather than just deleting them. Because I think we'll put the dirt excavator up here somewhere. Maybe. So these guys look like they are... They're still pulling water out of there. I'm going to pull them. You need to be prioritized by haulers. You are trying valiantly to decontaminate that. Good job, Beaver. They can go now. Now, actually, given that we've cleared this, this would be a good spot for an initial chestnut grove, I think. Along here. It would get us started. It would get us started. Yeah. God, I'm not sure I'd want to fly over that on a zip wire. But, you know, they do their thing. They do their thing. Right. Let's just make sure that there's enough pathage for them to build everything, including that. We'll worry about routing power to wherever we put the dirt excavator afterwards. I do find it funny that these are only 106 from the district centre. And now you might say that's a lot, but really it's not in Timberborn terms. I don't think it is anyway. Right. Pause. The next thing we're going to do is down here and here and I'm going to enable those, and hopefully this doesn't get all messy and horrible. Hopefully what it does is allow water to flow along there through this water pump. Which is sitting there with beavers in it doing nout. Yep. I don't think they will be able to keep it full on their own, but, you know, they're going to help top up the water supply, and it means we're actually making use of this thing, which seems sensible to me. I think that's a good addition. We've got that done. We've got that done. I think at that point these can go. You need to be prioritized. I'm not going to get rid of that just yet. I've got 6. A ridiculous amount of water pumping. Yeah, these can go. We will recover the materials from those because we are quite low on planks actually. So seems like a sensible idea actually. We've got quite a lot of resources just laying around, so let's get those back. How are we doing over here? We are looking good. So metal blocks are okay, gears are okay. It's just planks that are really low. Is our plank production running? It is. Cool. We are starting to stockpile explosives, which is what I want to do. This guy is running, which is good. How are we? We are 90%, so we probably need to think about some storage and some processing. So you can be for Spadadoc. You can be a grill for Spadadoc. And we'll have more warehouses. Spadadoc obtain. Grilled Spadadoc supply. Your bread. Are we that short of bread? Why are we that short of bread? Not got any storage for flour. Okay. That seems like a rookie mistake. Let's make sure, let's get that prioritized. You are not getting wheat flour. You're full though. Okay. So let's put a storage next to you for wheat flour. That's to obtain. That might help unblock that bit of the production. That's not going to be bad actually. It's that 42,000 HPH. That'll be okay. That'll be okay. We are going to want to get into bots quite soon. Because we're probably going to need to get a mine going quite soon. And that will start to really ramp up our injury rate. So, how do we put it there? Or do we try and put it a bit closer to where we're generating power? I don't really want to bore into that. That's going to get messy. It doesn't really matter if we have to route power some ridiculous path, because we're not really doing a lot over here. So, landscaping. We need one more. Why don't you want to place? Ah, is it the no? Am I being slow? Don't answer that. Cannot see what's in the way there. They're like a baby tree or something. Ah, yeah. That might do it. Let's just get rid of you as well. That. 1, 2. Could be that. Get rid of that. See if it's that. Just count. 2, 3, 4. It could be. Landscaping. No. Yes, it is. Okay, it's that. Fair enough. I'll let them work on that. They've got those in. Put a few more contamination barriers. Just as a reminder, with update 7, you have to do the corners, have to be linked completely. So we are starting to get grilled spider dog out. That's cool. Happy with that. Getting a little bit of overspill there. So maybe if I put that up to 8.5. Yeah, because we're filled into there, which is not really what we want to do. So right, that's been cleared out. You can actually plant a decent amount, and I wonder if I put a few more staircases in, which will probably need to give you path access to beavers. Build and let you get those built. I'm wondering if we can plant quite a few more. Not in a massive rush to get the chestnuts growing, just a long-term thing. That all treated planks. Okay, let's delete those and we'll get back a few more actual planks. Which the beavers are probably going to want. No, don't go down there. Don't think 16% is contaminated enough to make them ill, but or 15%. That's 90%, so that's still getting water through it. And it's not a problem, we've got 3,500 water stored still. You know, that's only 30% productive, which is kind of weird. I'm going to give these guys a storage. See if that helps their productivity. Right, that's all in. That's in. I bet they can't get to that. Let's help them get to that. We might get a stuck beaver with that. Not sure. No. Cool. Alright. And then let's delete that. Yeah, there we go. Right, that's in. And then we need to bring this power around. Why don't you auto rotate to connect? There. Up there. There. Need to be deleted for now, just so they can get easy access. There. There. I'm going to go right away into the corner. And we're going to come like that. And like that. Cool. Let them work on that. That's doing its thing. Landscaping, more contamination barriers. We've only got 2 days left, but we might as well get those put in. Might as well delete all of those little barrels and replace them with one large water barrel, because more water storage capacity is always good. They've all been picked up, so that can be deleted and reclaimed. We need those resources. The same here. Let's reclaim those. Interesting that they've not emptied that, but yeah, we will reclaim the resources from those in a bit. I guess we could think about putting contamination barriers along here now as well. That's probably not worth doing. We should probably just do a straight line. That. Actually, we're getting terrain soon, aren't we? So we could do that. Those aren't contamination barriers. Those are impermeable floors. So actually, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Because we will have the ability to change the shape of some of this very soon. So, our that and that, and there. You can go away. And just as a reminder, with update 7, we do not need extract. So I do have bobbing about storage installed. Yes, that is a mod, but I know bobbing about updates his stuff very quickly, so I am not worried about using that in this. So I am going to put in one of his extra large piles for the dirt so that we can begin to stockpile a larger amount of dirt, and I am going to automate that so that once it is full, it stops. We are going to suspend if there is less than 50% power, so with smart power, and we are going to stop if the batteries are less than 10%. So there we go. So that should be absolutely fine for running that. We have dirt, folks. We have, I think we've made decent progress today. So we've got our new water pumping set up. We've got dirt sorted. I think we've probably got enough excess power over here. The bad tide ends. That we could put in another. So that single water dump is not enough. We need a second water dump. Okay. Well, while there is no pause. While there's no plant there, I'm going to put in a second fluid dump. For now, I've got a better plan for keeping that hydrated in the long term because we've got water up here. But we will let flush through. And you've closed. You are open. What we do is set that to about 0.85. Because you've closed. So as these close, this will let water in. And then because of the sluice gates here, this will just push clean water through. And help clear everything out. I might actually force that one open just to help with that process. Because we do kind of need a flow through here. Oh, we missed a contamination barrier there. And those can both be paused now. Anyway, folks, that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Comments, questions, suggestions, thoughts, my stupid mistakes, let me know. And I will be back next time for more Timberborn. Bye.